So dear children, today we are going to discuss Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion states that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force and takes place in the direction in which the force acts. Mathematically, it is expressed as force is this is the direct sign of directly proportional. We write like this. So force is directly proportional to the change of momentum divided by time taken. Now let's imagine. Consider a body A. It has a mass m and it is having an initial velocity, say v. Okay. Now after some time, say time t, its velocity changes to v, that is its final velocity becomes v. So in first case, in the initial case, its momentum will be p is equal to m into u. And when the velocity changes to v, its momentum is m into v. Now this change occurs in time t. So according to Newton's second law of motion, I have already told you that there is a rate of change of momentum when force is applied. So we'll write like this: force is directly proportional to the change in momentum. Means what change has occurred? It has occurred, the changes in momentum is momentum initially it was m into u, now it is m into v. So change in momentum will be mv minus mu. Okay, and divided by time. Okay, now if we can also write this equation as force is directly proportional. If we take m as common, we will get v minus u upon t. Okay, v minus u upon t. Now this, we know that v minus u upon t is equal to acceleration. So now we can write F is directly proportional to m into a. In place of this, we'll replace it with a. M into a. Force is directly proportional to m into a. Now this is we can say another definition of Newton's second law of motion, because the force acting on a body is directly proportional. It is force acting on a body is directly proportional to the product of mass of the body and acceleration produced in the body by the action of the force, and it acts in the direction of the acceleration. So this is another definition of Newton's second law of motion. This relation, that is F is directly proportional to m into a, can be turned into a proper equation by putting a constant k like this. F is equal to k into m into a, where k is a constant and its value is equal to 1. So we get a formula called F is equal to m into a, and this means that Newton's second law of motion also gives us the relationship between force and acceleration. It also It also gives us the method of measuring the force in terms of mass and acceleration. If we compute this equation, you will find that A is equal to F upon m. This also means that acceleration produced in body is directly proportional to the force acting on it, and inversely proportional to the mass of the body. Directly proportional means if acceleration increases, force will also increase. If acceleration decrease, then force will also decrease. This is the meaning of directly proportional. Directly proportional का मतलब होता है एक चीज़ बढ़ेगी तो दूसरी साइड पे जो भी चीज़ होगी वो भी बढ़ेगी. बट इन्वर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल का मतलब होता है उल्टा, एक बढ़ेगा दूसरा घटेगा. For example, if the mass of the body is doubled, the acceleration will become half. Okay, so in this way, and if the mass is half, then acceleration will get double. Now let us find out the SI unit of force. SI unit of force. Now the formula is F is equal to m into A. So unit of mass is kilogram and unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So the unit of force is kg meter per second square, which is also known as Newton, because this concept was given by Sir Isaac Newton, a very famous scientist. So he has contributed a lot in the field of physics. So for giving honor to him, we have named the SI unit of force as Newton. Okay, so once again I will conclude that Newton's second law of motion gives us the relationship between the force applied to the body and the acceleration produced in the body. And if there is a minus sign comes before the force, it will indicate that force is acting in the direction opposite to that which the body is moving. Please remember then that if there is a minus sign in any condition, then you will find that the force is acting in a direction opposite to that in which the body is moving. So that's all for the Newton's second law of motion. Now we will study the application of Newton's second law of motion. Okay, till then, see you.